As Hungary prepares for a crucial election in April, Prime Minister Viktor Orban appears to be carefully planning his political future beyond the ballot box. Viktor Orban is reportedly exploring a shift to the more secure role of president in order to keep power even if he loses the upcoming election, according to Bloomberg. This potential plan emerged after Orban's visit to the White House, where Donald Trump praised the advantages of a strong presidential model over a purely parliamentary one. Notably, the Hungarian parliament has just passed a bill that makes it significantly harder to remove a future president from office once installed. Analysts say this legal change could transform Hungary's largely ceremonial head of state into a powerful political hub at the center of the system. All of this is unfolding as Orban faces his first serious electoral threat in nearly 2 decades, amid rising support for newly energized opposition. Recent polls show Peter Magyar Tisza party holding a double-digit lead over Orban's ruling Fidesz, suggesting a major shift in public mood. Under one scenario, Orban could move into the presidency and hand day-to-day governing responsibilities to a trusted ally such as János Lázár. As president, Orban could then limit the actions of any opposition prime minister and block attempts to steer Hungary back toward closer alignment with the EU. Experts warn that Orban might move on this plan before April, while his party still enjoys a powerful supermajority in parliament that can change rules quickly. Because the current president's term only ends in 2029, a loyal Fidesz incumbent would need to step down early to clear the way for Orban to take the post. Daniel Hegedus of the German Marshall Fund has called this an emergency plan to save the Orban system rather than risk losing it through normal elections. He argued that such a move would amount to an admission that power can no longer be safely maintained via the ballot box alone. A new poll found that 63% of Hungarians expect Fidesz to change even more rules before the election, reflecting deep public distrust. After 2010, Orban rewrote Hungary's election rules by cutting the number of parliamentary seats and redrawing boundaries in ways that benefited Fidesz. For 15 years, he has been able to choose presidents, prosecutors, and key court judges, gradually consolidating control over the state apparatus. Brussels has repeatedly claimed that Orban eroded civil liberties and democratic checks, yet he still secured 4 consecutive landslide election victories. In 2022, the European Union cut some funding in an attempt to rein in Orban, but he responded by pivoting more openly toward Russia and China. At present, Viktor Orban is one of the few leaders inside the EU who openly backs Russia and has publicly criticized Ukraine's position in the war. He has also repeatedly accused Europe of working against peace in the Russia-Ukraine conflict rather than seeking a negotiated settlement. Critics warn that a more powerful President Orban could continue clashing with Brussels over Ukraine and broader foreign policy issues for years to come. Tisza party leader Peter Magyar has managed to unite voters who are tired of Orban's long rule and frustrated by mounting economic pressures. Magyar has vowed to dismantle what he calls Orban's system and to let officials land in jail if they are convicted of corruption or wrongdoing. Orban dismisses all corruption allegations as politically motivated and has been rotating key figures in the system to shield his network from exposure. Hungary's Prosecutor General was replaced ahead of schedule and then appointed to a 12-year term on the Constitutional Court, ensuring long-term influence. Political insiders say that a President Orban could use constitutional powers to block almost any attempt by a new government to reverse his legacy. However, analysts caution that significant risks remain if voters begin to perceive such political shifts as anti-democratic or contrary to the broader national will of the Hungarian public.